Hey. Hey, you guys. I am so excited for this call. You have no idea. It is July the 18th, Tuesday after Summit, when we had over 50 of our teammates representing in the Big Easy in New Orleans for Summit 2017. And I'm pretty sure I can say this was the best summit ever. And in terms of the content, in terms of just the vibe and the feeling of family and community that came from Summit, it was just incredible. And it was so amazing to see you guys who were able to attend, and then just to see you guys who weren't able to attend, so pumped up to come to Indy next year. I mean, it's awesome. And so today with this call, we hope to give you kind of the 411 on what you need to know post-summit. And we also have Alicia, Stephanie, and Ashley all sharing their post-summit, not just takeaways, but I asked them to say, what are your immediate action steps? Like, what did you learn that you're going to start doing ASAP in your business? You're going to start applying it. So it's not just like, they're going to tell you what their experience was like, that kind of thing. These are all coaches that Alicia and Ashley, it was their first summit. Stephanie, it's her second. And it's just kind of good to get a feel for where the pulse is from newer coaches attending Summit and what they're taking away to add to their business. Because if you were there or not, you're going to have something awesome to take away from them today. So I just wanted to shout out you guys who all went. And I also wanted to shout out, we had a huge group of coaches who got certified in Core de Force before Summit even started. And Christina Martin was there with us, and she counted how many rounds of Core de Force we did because she's a math teacher, fifth grade math teacher. And she said we did 48 rounds of Core de Force in 8 hours. So that just gives you an idea of what we did before we even started Summit. So no wonder I feel like beat to the world today. But I mean, it was amazing. It was really cool to be able to get certified alongside of our own coaches and just to share that experience. I mean, Joel and Jericho certified us. So learning the program from two amazing fitness professionals was really, really pretty special. And that's something that usually happens at Summit. There's always some sort of live certifications that go down before Summit even starts. Who knows what they'll be for next year's Summit. But next year's Summit is in Indianapolis. And those of you who have general, I guess admission or booking or whatever for hotels, you can start booking hotels on Thursday. And any place you stay is going to be awesome because everything is very close. And, if you want to share where some of you guys have already booked hotels. David and I are booked at the JW Marriott. But you just want to pay attention to a map of downtown Indy and see which hotels are connected to the convention center via Skywalk, and any of those will be fantastic. You won't have to walk outside to go to the convention, essentially, just to Lucas Oil Stadium. So everything is going to be awesome. It's going to be the most incredible summit, and it's going to blow everyone's mind in the country. Like, they're going to love it. I mean, I'm in love with my city, but I think it's going to be fun to see you guys all here, kind of like where I'm come from is going to be really fun for that. And I know a lot of you on this team are from the Indy area, so I know you're pumped up and ready to go. So some of the things that I think that you need to know right now about what's going on. First of all, we are all at least, I hope that everyone here is starting Shift Shop. They've either started yesterday or you're starting a week from yesterday. You're starting Monday the 24th. Beachbody Corporate is kind of sponsoring, saying, let's all start on the 24th. Chris Downing is going to be present in your challenge groups on the My Challenge tracker for those of you who start your groups on the 24th. So that's going to be pretty freaking amazing to have Chris Downing coming into our Shift Shop challenge groups. You guys, Chris Downing got on stage at Summit and started sobbing because he is just so moved to be a part of this revolution of in-home fitness that we're a part of. And that man was so humbled and so blown away to know that we are so excited to have him. So I know he's going to bring it in these challenge groups. So I hope that you don't have a doubt in your mind that you're going to do Shift Shop. That is just something that I feel like is going to be transformative inside and outside for us, but also for our businesses and for the people that we work with. He did say it's a 3-week program, and you're only meant to do the meal plan for 3 weeks. Because it's a ramp-up program where in the third week, you're eating no yellows, basically. You're not meant to do week 3 all the time. So I want you to pay attention, get in on that meal plan, read it, know it, be able to share it with, confidence and knowledge to your customers who are coming in, and making sure you're getting everyone started right. The challenge group guides are there in the challenge tracker portal for you and in the Coach Online office. And it already has videos of Chris. I mean, it's an awesome challenge group guide. So I want you to just feel so confident about doing that. I know I have 2 new coaches that are leading a challenge group together, and I know they're excited. You are fully equipped to do this well. So do not hesitate. Even if you're still hesitating, you can start your group today. You know that 3 people are going to join you to do Shift Shop if you put your energy into the universe. But I hope you guys are doing it too. So Shift Shop starts on Monday. That's something I want you just to be all in on. But more than that, we need to get ready and geared up for the Team Beachbody Team Cup. Okay, so that starts August 1st, which is a company-wide team challenge. You create groups of 5 coaches, 5 active coaches, coach rank or higher, that are on a team. You need to be on a Team Beachbody Team Cup if you plan to change the lives of 3 people in August. Okay, if you want to move your business forward, if you want to rank advance, if you want to be pushed out of your comfort zone and be encouraged and motivated and led with other people and work together on a small team to reach your goals. Team Cup, the coaches who are enrolled in a Team Cup make typically 50% or higher income in that month than any other coach. They also are more likely to advance their businesses and rank, and also in the future, they're building stronger teams. Okay, a lot of magic happens during Team Cup. And so if you know nothing about it, if your coach hasn't talked to you about getting on a team yet and you want to be on a team, then it's your job to reach out to your PS coach or to your upline diamond, whoever's above them that's a diamond coach or higher, or whoever you feel comfortable talking to, but you want to be put on a team and you want to help to find a team. You can create your own team. Okay, it doesn't matter what your rank is. You can be a team of coaches ranked coach. Okay, it doesn't matter what, you don't have to have diamonds on your team to have a Team Cup. You can create your own team with your own coaches. I recommend that you get yourself on a team with your PS coaches first, who are wanting to work their business and move it forward so that you guys can be there to run the race together. Okay, and you want to be on a team with people that are motivated to change lives. Okay, and so there will get to a point where you're like, oh, we need one more person. Like, we've got 4 that are ready. We need one more. Then go on the team page, go on the Fit Fighter page and say, we're looking for one more person who needs a Team Cup team. But here's what I want to happen in the next week. And Megan Harrell, you started it. I'm so excited that you did this. I want you to put together a photo collage of all the members on your team. Okay, so we'll have one person who's good at that kind of stuff do it. And I want you to share that on our Fit Fighter page. I want our Fit Fighter page to blow up with Team Cup teams announcing that they're ready to rock the Team Cup in August. And you got your team name, because when you register, you got to come up with a name for your team. You got your team name, you got your team members, and you're like, we're ready to rock the August Team Cup. So just be ready for that. That is something that's where all my energy will be flowing in August. That's where all my energy will be going in August. So just know that. Like, if you want to be on the train, you want to be moving forward, we're on the Team Cup train. Okay, if you plan to change the lives of 3 people, it doesn't mean you're going to hit SC20 or SC40. You totally can. But it just means I'm going to help at least 3 people, then you need to be on a Team Cup team. Okay? All right. So also what we need to know, just the most recent information. I shared so much of this. I shared a whole synopsis of info on the team page. And I'm going to be looking over that just to kind of brief you on some of the major things that are coming down the pipes for us. Okay. Well, right now we have Daily Sunshine. It's here. It's ready. And I'll tell you what. I had a coach who canceled, okay? She was done. She canceled. Reach out to me today and say, I'm ready to do this again because of Daily Sunshine. So Daily Sunshine is giving us a lot of opportunities to reach people in a new way because it is a healthy smoothie for children. I mean, I plan on drinking it every day for lunch too, or not for lunch, but for a snack because I don't know. I just would rather drink that than make another snack, I guess. But, it is going to help us reach people in a new way. And it just connects to Carl's vision for this company. He has our mission, but he has a bigger vision where we are bringing health into the home. not just for mom and not just for dad and not just for the one family member, the one coach who's on this journey, but to help spread this within the entire home through Beachbody On Demand. That's happening, but it's also happening with Daily Sunshine. I know Avery is so picky. Like every night is a freaking challenge to get her to eat good food. Like she would rather eat mac and cheese and quesadillas, cheese and carbs for everything. Okay. Like that is my daughter. I'm sure that some people can relate. And she loves the strawberry banana Daily Sunshine. Now Tyler, he doesn't love it. He'd rather drink Shakeology. So we're still going to make him a half a scoop of Shakeology every day for his shake. That's cool. Like that's not a bad thing, you know? And so it's something that get a sampler, go ahead and order a sampler, get it on the way so you can get, you know, taste test it in your house, figure out how you're going to use it. You know, I see a lot of coaches giving samples away. Tara Carr went live on her. Tara Carr is a top coach, top earning coach. She went live with her kids doing a taste test, and she is sending out hundreds of samples of Daily Sunshine to people who want their kids to try it too. There's just another huge opportunity there for you to share this with your challenge group, to share this with every customer that you've ever dealt with before. Like there's some really awesome possibilities of how you can share this and how you can bring it into your home. But it's really cool. And with that being said, Tony Horton's launching a new program in November. I got to look and see what is it called. Okay, hold on a second. Double Time. In November, that's a workout designed for families to do together. And it uses a medicine ball, or it's not even a medicine ball. It's just like a dodgeball. It looks like a dodgeball is what it looks like. He's like, you can use a basketball, a volleyball, whatever kind of ball. But it is designed for families and for couples, for friends, for two people to work out together. And it's another way that we're bringing health into the home and allowing, you know, our family members to work out with us and to be part of the journey with us. Like Tyler is so pumped he can't even wait for this program to be launched. Like this kid is doing insanity. You know, this is better for him. And so he's really excited about that. Another thing that is launching in September that is just gonna, I mean, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like we're always talking about, we got to run free groups, right? We got to run free groups. Free groups are where we allow people to get to know us. They allow people to get to know what we do, or, you know, to really start building that relationship. Give someone like a little jump start on their health and fitness journey, test the waters, whatever. We got to run free groups. And I know for me, I haven't run one for a while because it just takes a lot of prep work. And I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? And you come up with an idea. Well, I mean, Beachbody knows that we're all doing this, and they created a free group. They've created free group content for us with a 7-day program called Clean Week. In Clean Week, we use our newest super trainer from the 20s. We had that reality show where we found a new super trainer, Megan Davies, and she has created 7 workouts and a 7-day meal plan with the ingredient list, with the shopping list, with the recipes. Like, here's your meal plan. Here are the recipes. Here's all the ingredients you need. Here's what you eat on Monday for lunch, Monday for dinner. You know, it's like mapped out, like you're creating nothing. And it's all on Beachbody On Demand. And you can get Clean Week and not have to get a trial of BOD. You don't have to sign up. You just go in and get Clean Week. So it's really cool. So on the Fit Fighter page, you know, under my synopsis of all the great stuff, there's the FAQ. It's FAQ 3466, and a YouTube video explaining it all. You need to be a student and decide, how can I use Clean Week? If this comes out in September, what are the dates of my Clean Week challenge group or free group? You know, it's your 7-day, you know, fitness, health and fitness nutrition group where you can clean up and try the programs. She built her programs or her workouts based on our programs. She uses Core to Force moves. She uses 21-day fix moves, you know, but she uses the modified version. Basically, everybody in the video is doing the modifier, and she has one person being the intensifier. So it's really, really, really awesome for people to get a feel for what we do without like thinking that they're failing or they suck at life because they can't do surrenders and the 21-day fix. You know, so I'm just really excited about it. So I want you, like, it has to be really intentional that you guys are like, okay, I got to learn now. I got to sit down and map out, okay, if this comes out in September, how can I leverage this to help people? How can I use this tool to allow me to reach the people who need help from me? Well, I got to lead a free group, okay, with Clean Week. And I don't know really how it works. I don't know. Erin said something about they don't have to get the trial, but they're getting Beachbody On Demand. What the hell does that mean? They'd read the FAQ, watch the YouTube video, be a student of all, like, I can't teach you how to, like, I cannot teach you how to use all of this because this team call will last forever. But what you can do is say, I'm a CEO of my business and I'm going to do a Clean Week group. So I need to understand how it works. And I'm either going to do it on Facebook or I'm going to house it on the Challenge Tracker portal. I'm going to figure out how this works. Am I going to make Shakeology a requirement or not? Like that, all that stuff is up to you. Okay. But you got to be a student of that. Same thing with Daily Sunshine. I mean, my head is exploding with all the possibilities of how that's going to rock our businesses and rock the people that we're helping and their families. Like, I just have to sit down and just like brainstorm my ideas and map out who I'm going to talk to. Like, because I don't have all the answers because there's so many possibilities. And I don't let that overwhelm me. I let it get me so freaking excited. Like, the ways that we can help people have just like amped up times 10. And it just makes me excited. Like I said, I could choose to be overwhelmed, but I'm like, no, this is good stuff. Like, this is really good stuff. Same thing with Double Time. Like, wow, like we can reach new people for new reasons, you know, and it's just going to be so incredible. Then, if your mind's not exploding yet, we launched to the UK on October 19th. I'm really going to be intentional about making sure that we have Fit Fighters International. You know, and I want you to, I'm saying that out loud because I want you to think about that too. Are you going to have the Dream Team International, SoulFit International, Fit Focus International? You know, and that's the thing is like, how are you going to reach people in the UK? Is that something you're ready for? I know when we launched to Canada, I took no part in the Canadian launch because I wasn't in a place in my business and I wasn't in a place where I like even understood it. And I'm like, holy crap, my mind is blown. I got to just hit my SC5 and like be happy here because that's all I could handle and control. And that's fine. My business didn't stall. My business kept growing. Nothing bad happened because I didn't take part or like boost ads and like run advertisements to meet people in Canada. But I'm in a place now where I'm excited to create a whole new branch of our team in the United Kingdom, because I'm excited to learn to use what I know about Facebook ads and things like that, you know, to be able to leverage what I've learned over the years, to be able to help people in the UK to start their own business in fitness, you know? And so I don't want you to feel like you're behind the 8 ball or anything like that. If you're kind of like, yeah, I don't know what to, you again are the CEO and you get to decide how your business grows and what happens in your business. I think there's some awesome possibilities. And if that is something that's on your radar and you want to work more with me on that, then just reach out to me because I've got a call set up with Arnaud, who's the head of, you know, international expansion. And, you know, we're going to be working on those things together. So if you're a coach listening to this or on our team and you're like, I want to be part of the UK launch, then it's your job to message me so we can all work on that together. Okay. But again, if that's not your jam, don't even for one hot second feel bad about it. Okay. Because your business will still continue to grow, because if you look all around you every day, wherever you go, there's lots and lots of people to help. So like I said, I don't want you to feel bad about that. Like saying the launch, I'm not a part of it. Like, so I suck at my job. No, you don't. Trust me, you don't. And then that's kind of it, you know, other than the Beachbody On Demand app is now Android. So you've got that on your Android now. So you can share that with your peeps who are like, where's the BOD app on my phone? I can't do it. It's now ready for Android, ready to download. Our Coach Online office will be updating and modernizing, and it's going to look awesome. And that's coming down the pipes this fall too. So I think for us, it'll probably be more like October, November before we see it in the US. You guys, this is so cool. Like, I'm so excited. Doug Moss should be going live on the Beachbody Champions page soon about this with lots more info. But if you're my PS coach, you're going to be hearing from me soon about this. But we now have a diamond bonus for coaches, like a quarterly diamond bonus. And you should be like giving me high fives and raising your hands up all over the place, okay? So right now, there's quarterly bonuses for 2 stars, 5 stars, 10 stars, 15 stars. The last quarter, 15-star diamonds got about $99,000 in bonus. Like, I'm not even freaking kidding. Like, that's crazy. Can't even imagine. Okay. But now there's a diamond bonus pool. So this is just awesome. Like, in the third and fourth quarters of our business, diamond coaches and star diamond coaches can qualify to earn $250 a quarter. So if you qualify for this bonus in the third and fourth quarter, you will have been given $500 by Team Beachbody. And it just blows my mind. Qualifications, you got to be an active diamond and hold your rank, or 1-star diamond and hold your rank for 6 weeks in a row. Okay, you got to hold it. You can't go up and down. And you also have to hit Success Club for 3 months. So here's what I want to put in your head, and this is what I want you to know right now. Okay, if you are not even a diamond yet, or you're a fallen diamond, but you're going to get it back, okay? And you're like, I'm working towards this. I want to get this bonus. I'm going to, and you haven't even hit it yet, but you're working on it. You've got to hit Success Club though, and that starts in July. So that's something Doug wanted me to make sure that I drove home with you guys. Like, if you want to get that bonus in the third quarter, okay? And again, I'm going to share his video once he does it so you guys can hear all the ins and outs of like all the rules for how you qualify. But he said this, just make sure everybody knows if they're fighting for that bonus, you got to hit Success Club for 3 months and all 3 months of the quarter. So that means July. That means now. So it's July 18th. Like, you got to hit Success Club this month if you want to be eligible for the third quarter diamond bonus. So put that in your brain, hold it there, and just say, I got to hit Success Club. I got to help 3 people, and you'll make that happen. Okay. Coach Summit. I mean, I don't think I need to talk to you about why you need to attend Coach Summit next year, because I know that you're going to go, and I hope that you do. And it's going to be me. I just love that our team is going to have so many people representing at that summit. It's just going to be incredible. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you about some of the things that I think you need to know. And before I pass it over to Alicia, give me 5 more minutes. So Alicia, I hope you can wait 5 more minutes before you have to go back to work. Okay. I just want to make sure that right now is the time for our teams to do incredible things. And like right now, I just want to share with you guys that I am pushing for our team to be a superstar diamond team by the end of the year and a 4-time elite team. And that doesn't happen all by myself. Now, I have a lot to do with some things, but not everything. And so some of my goals, and so that's my big goal for the end of the year. And that scares the bejesus out of me because I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to happen, okay? Because I don't have every I dotted and T crossed. It's close, but it's not all there. There's still some magical things that have to happen, okay? But I'm saying that out loud, and I said it out loud to 12,000 people on Saturday as well, because I'm a public accountability kind of girl. But for that to happen, I've got to set some personal goals for myself, okay? And so, I've got to help so many of my coaches achieve Success Club and things like that, but I also have to continue building my own personal business, just like everybody else. I have to spend at least 50% or 60% of my time working in the trenches, just like you guys are, inviting and meeting people and things like that. And so I want you guys to set your goal for the end of the year. And I know a lot of you have, because a lot of you sat through my session on Saturday, my workshop on Saturday. But in order to fight every day, to get up tomorrow, even when you're tired and you look like this, okay? Or you feel hungover from Summit when you're not hungover, in order for you to fight and spend that 1 hour connecting and inviting and adding people to your network, you got to know why you're fighting. You got to know why it matters and why it's worth fighting for. And so, I know what that superstar will do for our team. I know what it will do for my family. And I can't even think about it because it makes me want to just bust out in tears right now. I know what that elite will do for this team, what it will do for the coaches that help us get to there. I know what it will do for my family. And oh my gosh, if I don't walk across that stage when my children are present at Summit, like that, I'm like, oh man, like I got this, like I can see it. The kids are there, David's there, my mom's there, his parents are there. and they're celebrating, they see like our team and the hard work, like I can't not let it happen, right? And so like I've created this vision of what it looks like and what it feels like and how it's going to impact my family. And it's so worth fighting for. Like you can hear it in my voice, can't you? Like I'm so pumped up about it. And I mean, and so like I know where I'm wanting to go, and I know what I want to happen in my business and with this team. And that's what you got to do too. You know, by next year's summit or by the end of the year, what will your business look like? What will your life look like? What will your team look like? And you got to paint a picture. I visualized this elite team, this 10-star team. I visualized this 5-star team, this diamond team before it even happened. I woke up every day and I said, I am a diamond coach. We are a diamond team. I have coaches helping other coaches pay it forward before they were even there. When Megan Harrell was like, I may or may not work the business. When Erica was like, oh, Shakeology is too expensive. That's what I was saying to myself, right? I was like, we are a diamond team. I am a diamond coach. I am helping people pay it forward. Like I was telling myself this because I saw it happening when I had no idea how it was supposed to happen. You know, I could go into the bus stop story all over again, but I want you guys to set your goals and I want you to set them high and then higher, because I want them to be scary. I want you to not know exactly how it's going to work out. I want you to not have every answer. I want you to not have everything perfectly lined up and it's going to happen anyway. It needs to be a little bit higher than that. And it needs to be connected with something that pulls at your heartstrings and makes it worth fighting. And you better believe that I'm going to put something on my nightstand and I'm going to frame it. I'm going to put a little something that says, we are a superstar team and my kids will see me walk across the stage at Summit. Because I want to wake up every morning and be remembered and be reminded of that. So when I wake up and I'm like, man, it's early, or man, I'd really like to sleep. And I'm like, no, because we are a superstar team and my kids will see me walk across that stage at Summit. You know, like I'm going to do that because it's worth fighting for. But here's my monthly goals for myself in order to make that happen. And it's so scary. But I will recruit 5 coaches a month. I will help 5 new challengers a month. And I will help 5 of my new coaches hit Success Club every month. So it's the magic number of 5 for me. Maybe it's the magic number of 3 for you. Maybe it shouldn't be less than 3, just saying, okay? If you want to build a team, if you want to help people, you need to minimally recruit 2 to 3 coaches a month, okay? You got to help at least 3 people a month, okay? That's where you got to set your sights. And you got to start helping other people see how they can help people. And maybe that's Clean Week, okay? Clean Week. That's going to help your coaches help people without like any like feeling of sales whatsoever, right? Without any like asking for money. Okay. If they're that scared, but I'll tell you what, we are people who have started businesses in fitness where we're bringing health into the home. Okay. And there's nothing to feel weird about that. You know, there's only pride that you can feel from that. If someone says no to that, then they're just not ready. Because all we're trying to do is bring health into the home to transform families, to transform people's lives. And so the only way people will ever know that you can help them and how you can help them is if you just reach out to them. But you got to set a goal. How many coaches do you want to recruit a month? How many new challengers do you want to help each new month? And your minimums should be 2 or 3 in each of those categories. And you also need to help your coaches help other people. You're sitting here listening to this and you're like, I don't have any coaches, Erin. Well, good. Then you can recruit 2 to 3 new coaches this month and then the cycle starts. Okay, so you know how that works. And I just want you to really dream big and set your goals higher than you ever thought. Okay, because this mom never thought that she would ever be a 15-star diamond coach. Okay, but you know what? This team is showing me that it's possible, and I'm willing to show you that it's possible. That someone from Corydon, Indiana, who graduated with 130 people, who was a high school English teacher and thought she would always be that for the rest of her life, can achieve even the scariest goal, because I want you to see the same thing. Okay, and I will do that to prove it to you, because I want everybody here to reach whatever that goal is. And I do not think that everyone has to be a 15-star, but whatever that goal is, I want you to just know that it's possible. Okay, so see, I'm pumped up from Summit. Boom. Okay, so one of the calls to action that I will leave you with is that you got to join a Team Cup team, and you got to shot it from the mountaintops on the Fit Fighter page. And I also want you to set your goal for the end of the year or by Summit next year, because I know that some of you have those big goals too. And those are things that I want you to be brave and share it. Okay, I want you to be brave and share it, whether you share it with me personally, with your coach personally, or you just get real big and brave and share it on the Fit Fighter page. There's 1,000 people there cheering you on. I guarantee. We're not gonna mock you if it doesn't happen. We're only gonna cheer you on for going for it. Okay. All right. So Alicia, my friend, let's do this so you can go to work. Get back to work later. Okay.
All right. Chills. Seriously, if y'all don't have chills right now listening to Erin, it was super exciting hearing all that information come out of Summit. As Erin said, it was my very first Summit. I'm so glad that I went. It worked out to my favor that Summit this year was in my home state. So I really enjoyed being able to hang out with you guys here in my home state, getting to meet you all finally in person, and hugs and everything. One thing that I was kind of taken back by is that there were so many quality presenters at Summit. I wasn't prepared for that. I never expected to have so many true quality presenters, because it seemed like every single session I went through, I walked away with notes and notes and notes and awesome golden nuggets to take home with me, and many action plans that I plan to put in place. But I did have to narrow it down to one to share with you guys. So I did just that, and I picked the one that kind of spoke to me the most, especially in where I am right now, and to help me achieve the goal that I have set for myself, which I'm going to call it out right here. I will be diamond by October. That is the goal that I have set for myself. So that's my goal, and it's scary as all get out. I mean, I'm scared to death thinking I'm going to have to do to. I think why action plan helped me the most. So one of our presenters was Brendon Burchard. He is for those of you who don't know him or aren't familiar with him, he is a #1 New York Times best-selling author and personal development trainer. His books, some of the books that he's written includes The Motivation Manifesto, The Charge, and many other names. If you're not following him on Facebook, you need to. If you don't have his books for personal development, you need to get them. I'm certainly planning on getting them after listening to him this past week at Summit. One of the things he talked about was that there are 5 personal must things that you must do for motivation and success. And I'm going to quickly give those to you guys. But then I'm going to focus in on one of those must. And don't worry about having to take notes really quick. I'll be sure to go back and copy and paste them into the recording link later so that you'll have them. But those 5 personal musts. Number 1 was I must raise my ambitions and refuse to settle. Regardless of where you've been in the past, regardless of where you were yesterday, raise those ambitions and just go for it. Number 2 was I must live each day with intention. He talked with that about allowing yourself to be deserving of what could be possible, what you could actually accomplish. Allow yourself to imagine that and be deserving of that. Number 3 was I must no longer fear rejection. I mean, that's pretty, simple. And I think a lot of us, whether we still do now or at some point in our journey, we face that fear of rejection. Whether it's asking someone to join your challenge group or asking someone to be a coach on your team, whatever that might be, sometimes we fear rejection in that. Number 4 is I must jump in and face my fear. And that's the one that I'm going to spend some time talking about. So I'm going to come back to that in just a minute. Number 5 is I must find something to fight for. Something, someone, whoever that is, you need to figure out what that is, because that's going to be what drives you and motivates you every single day, is figuring out what that one thing is that you need to fight for, whether it's your family, whether it is earning a potential income, whether it is paying off all of your debt so that your husband has the opportunity to leave a job that is extremely stressful. Whatever that may be, you need to find what that fight is for you. Write it down, keep it with you. That's what's going to keep you driving each and every day. But I want to go back to number 4, and that was, I must jump in and face my fear. For me, that was probably what taught to me the most, because honestly, I've let fear hold me back in so many areas of my life, not only in my personal life, but in my professional life, and now in my life as a Beachbody coach. I've kind of let that fear hold me back, and I have so many of those fears. Naturally, and I know that may be kind of hard to understand with me talking on this call, but I'm naturally an introvert. You know, I actually have a hard time sometimes engaging in conversation with people, and I may be able to start a conversation, but sometimes it's hard to keep that conversation going because I'm just naturally introverted, you know, so I tend to gravitate towards people that like to talk a lot. And, you know, a lot of my friends like to talk a lot. My husband is extremely outgoing and social. So a lot of y'all got to meet him. And so we balance each other very well. You know, if we're somewhere together, he kind of balances out that conversation. But that's a fear of mine is, you know, engaging people in conversation. The next one is fear of failure. For me, that's huge. Because you put yourself out there in the universe, and what if you fail? What if you don't accomplish something? And oftentimes I sell my ability short because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I might fail. And this has been the main reason, I believe, why I've struggled so much in building my coaching business. And I think honestly, probably a lot of you might be able to relate to that. And then some other ones that I kind of came up with is fear of judgment, fear of not being enough, fear of overcommitting myself, fear of letting my family down, fear of investing time and money and it falls flat. You know, those are so many things that that kind of hold me back from going all in and making a commitment to accomplishing what I desire in this business and the goals and the dreams that I've set for myself. But the point is that there are so many things that keep us from taking that leap of faith. And all of these fears were very much present whenever I began my health and fitness journey. And I'm not talking about whenever I became a coach. I'm talking about just whenever I said yes to Erin and I started working on my own health and fitness. Every single one of those fears that I mentioned were there. But you know what? I overcame them. And I was able to achieve success in health and fitness. And I'm still working on it. I'm not where I want to be, but I know that I have the tools and I have everything that I need to help me get there. And the same thing goes for being a coach. You know, I just have to dream of what could be possible in my business, and I have to push past those. I must, and you must. As Brendan said, the fear is at the very edge of your growth. And if you don't go there, you're not going to grow. So I encourage all of you, if it's something that scares you, like Erin said, we're going to set our goals really, really high. And if it's something that scares you, then you should do it anyway. Find a way to dream beyond that fear and overcome it. My immediate action plan with all of that when I came back was to start inviting people to be a coach that aren't even a customer yet. And I've held myself back from that because I'm like, well, if they don't know what it's all about, why would they want to be part of it? You know, and I actually, today I sucked it up. And this morning I actually reached out to someone. And I know she's, you know, very much on her health and fitness journey. You know, she's been talking to me back and forth about maybe, you know, joining with me and joining one of my challenge groups. But it just dawned on me last night, you know what, she would make an awesome coach. And so this morning I sucked it up and I reached out to her because that to me was very scary. And if it scares you, you just got to do it anyway.
That was perfect. I'm so proud of you, Alicia, girl. Well, and I was just talking, that's so funny because I have the same fear. Did you know that? Like, inviting to coaching, I'm like, oh my gosh. But guess what? I mean, that is my new goal, is to fall in love with recruiting, because I look at you guys and I'm like, why the heck would like I not invite people to this? Right? Like, why would I not give people this opportunity? And I'm like, you're crazy, Erin. Like, come on, get over yourself, right? And it's just one of those things. I think a lot of us are held back by that fear. And yeah, I think we should all just like from now on just be like, no, because I truly want to find somebody that I want to be on this journey with and be like, I would love to be your coach. I would love to help you start your business in fitness. I would love to be here to train you. Like, freaking, wouldn't that be like, if your coach reached out to you and said that to you, wouldn't you be like, wow, that's so cool. I've never heard anyone say that to me. I want to be here for you. I want to train you. I believe in you. Like, seriously, who doesn't want to hear that? Especially when it's true, and it should be true if you say that to somebody, by the way. But I mean, yeah, it's like the most amazing compliment ever. So thank you so much, Alicia. That was great. Yeah, Brendan was incredible. Like, I am now like, he's my man. Like, he's going to be my mentor and he's not going to know it. And someday I'm going to meet him and I'm going to be like, dude, you helped me do this. You know, I mean, he's amazing. He has an incredible podcast. I know, Stephanie, you listen to his podcast. I mean, he's just awesome. Brendan Bouchard. He needs to be on your list, you guys, for sure. Okay. Thank you, Alicia. And if you have to hop off, we're not gonna think ill thoughts of you. Okay. All right. So Stephanie, you are up next.
Still muted. A lot of this stuff I kept hearing was a lot about belief, and it goes back to the same thing that you were saying, same thing that Alicia was saying, about you have to learn to set your goals. And you can hear my voice is like raspy. I feel like I'm on the struggle bus today too, but and it's not just about us believing in ourselves, but we have to be all in and believing in the product, believing in the company. The company has our back 100%. And if you are at Summit, you would see that they think about what they do also impacts us as coaches. So it's very much about believing in yourself, believing in the company, believing in the product, but also transferring your belief into your potential customers and even your coaches. So we all start somewhere and we always have those little seeds of doubt. And even as a customer, before they even say yes. So when someone tells you no, it's not because they're telling you no. It's because they don't believe in themselves. They don't understand the value of the product. Therefore, they don't believe in the product. So that's up to you to be able to explain to them how that fills that void for them and relate back to them. Because I know I was a very big skeptic in the beginning, and I didn't have someone to say, like Shakeology isn't as expensive as you think it is, and this is why, because I found out like, you have to be able to transfer your belief from what you do, the products, the company, all of that onto the people that you're going to be working with. Let's see. Another thing is, like Erin was mentioning with the Daily Sunshine, and Beachbody's really going towards the whole family aspect. It's not just about you anymore and your fitness, it's the whole family. And as a mom, I know it starts with me. I'm the one that chooses to bring in the groceries. I'm the one that chooses to do all of those things. So it's up to me to transfer that to my family, just like it is for the belief. It's always up to, it seems like it's always up to the woman, right? It's up to the moms in the house to be able to do it all. And so I have to know that it starts with me. And because I was in Erin's workshop, it was everywhere. The whole belief thing was in every workshop. But goal setting is so important, because if you set a goal, and I don't care how minimal it is, it could be just selling one challenge pack this month. It could be so minimal, but set a goal. And then whenever you hit that goal, you celebrate the wins, because that's what's going to build the belief in yourself and your abilities, and even be able to dream even bigger. Because I didn't used to set goals. I was like, it is what it is. And guess what? That only gets you so far on a snail's pace. Like, you have to dream big, even if you don't hit it. So I definitely have some big goals that I'm working on celebrating the wins. And also you have to be able to visualize and affirm yourself. So visualize what you want, visualize where you're going, and then say all of the positive affirmations to get you there. That's going to build your belief in yourself. And then another thing I just kind of wanted to mention was when Chalene Johnson talked, she talked a lot about the curiosity marketing. And that's basically meaning we don't just put it all out there anymore. We leave little hints about what we do wherever we go, but we don't say Beachbody. We don't say our products' names. We don't say what workout we're doing, but we kind of explain to them, maybe in a little story, maybe a little snip, and then we leave them hanging because that's going to entice them to ask a question, to get more of a conversation involved. And people are going to just be naturally more interested when you don't give them all of the information up front. And I know that I've been doing it for a while and people will be like, what's that shake? What's this, that? Like, people only know what I put out there. So you want them to message you. You want to have that conversation. So you have to make sure that you just kind of leave a little trail of that wherever you go without being all in with the information. And
Stephanie, can I ask you a question?
yes.
So, and she was mainly saying like with your social media messaging, like your posts, your IG stories, your Facebook stories, whatever, like you're not like, hey, I'm drinking my Shakeology.
Yeah.
But instead you're like, you know, hey, my daily superfood shake, like it's helped me beat my cravings for 5 years. I can't go a day without it, and leave it at that. So someone says, what are you drinking?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is, I think it's okay to put stuff out there every once in a while to kind of just be like, hey, I'm still here and I'm still doing my thing. So they don't think that you switched either, because I think that's very important. You don't want to look like a hopper from one place to the next place to the next place. So I think it's okay. Just don't be like every post all out there. This is my Shakeology and this is my workout, and like leave it all out there. I think it's very important to just give them a little information and it really just bring them on the journey is what it all comes back to. Because I think what happens is when we start out, we do so well because we bring them on the journey, but then we forget because we get in our own way and we think too hard about like what we have to post and what we have to do. But if you just be like, hey, I did this workout today and it made me feel amazing, or I really struggled in this workout today, people relate to that so much more than you being like Shift Shop day one or whatever. Like, you have to be able to tell them what you went through and not just, I did it. You have to be able to bring it back to them and somehow, because maybe they're not at a place where they could do a program like that, but you have to be able to like build their belief that they can do something. That I have a woman in my challenge group doing Shift Shop who is probably in her 70s. I was scared when she said she was doing Shift Shop, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to let her not believe in herself. So I was like, you go for it. Modify if you have to. And if it's something that you decide that isn't for you, that's fine. There's another program out there. But you have to be able to build belief in other people, just like it goes a full circle. So really, I mean, those are the two things that I really kind of wanted to touch upon.
Yeah, I think that's great. Belief, transferring belief, and then also the curiosity marketing. Yeah, it's almost like making your post shorter.
Yeah.
And just saying how it made you feel, what you overcame. Like, yeah, and, I know I did that. I said, I'm starting my favorite 7-day program today. And I literally had even coaches messaging me, what program are you doing? I'm like, yeah, it worked.
It does work. And I wanted to mention, because we've been talking about goals and all of that, put those big scary goals out there. Like, I've done it, and I have had more support from people that I didn't even know was watching me, because people really do want to cheer you on. They know how hard that you work. And when you put those goals out there, you're going to feel the support from other people as well. So I know I've talked about it in 2 different posts, and I think I had over 50 likes on my post last night just talking about my goal. So, which is pretty big considering that I just kind of put it up there. It wasn't anything special, I didn't think. And most people do not set goals. So I would have thought that people just would have given an eye roll and left, but really people do want people to succeed.
Mm-hmm. I think your family needs to know your goals too. I mean, like the fact that, David knows, that people know now, like what I'm working hard on, it also helps me like justify extra work or whatever, more focused time. If they're cheering you on and they know why mom is working hard and what it means for them. And, I think that makes a big difference too, when your family knows what you're fighting for. I mean, and what kind of like I don't know, like, isn't that a great example for your family too? Like, to see you setting goals, like that just starts that awesome ripple effect for them too. So I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Um, if and look at Jenny Fellow's post from 2 nights ago or a night ago, like how her daughter is already setting goals for her Beachbody business, just watching all of us. You know, I mean, that's just so freaking cool. It just blows me away. Okay, we got to get to Ashley. Ashley, you're in the car. What are you doing in the car, girlfriend? This was Ashley's first summit, right? I'm right in saying that.
Yes.
And she was motivated to become a coach because of watching all of us at Summit last year, right? And
yes,
that's to be one. Yeah, it was so cool. So I'm so excited you're sharing today. Go for it.
It was awesome. It was the most amazing experience. I am in my car. My whole family has a day off, so I just got home last night. So we're still recouping, and my family all took a day off. So I was like, I need some quiet time. So I'm in my car. But yes, Summit was absolutely amazing. And I hope that everybody makes it a goal to be there next year, because let me tell you, I made a lot of sacrifices to be there. It's not cheap to go. And I can tell you, hands down, if it ended the first day, it would have been worth every sacrifice, every penny spent, because it is so inspiring and motivating, and the energy you get from there is life-changing. It truly is. And hearing from the top coaches, that's what's going to like change your business, because they have literally been in our shoes, and they know exactly what we're going through. And hearing from them and hearing the experiences that they have, that's exactly what's going to change your business. And they were so many great speakers, and it was so awesome to work out with the super trainers. And it was just so fun. And, you get that sense of pride in being in such a great company, because when you see Carl and how proud he is to be a part of this company and to run this company, and how much pride he takes and how much he listens to us, he truly does listen to everything we have to say. And that's just amazing to be a part of such a great company. And so there were so many great takeaways from Summit. But one of the things that I saw and I kept hearing from every single coach that was speaking was about the 4 vital behaviors and personal development, and a really huge emphasis on personal development. And, we hear this all the time, like, do PD, do PD, do PD. And I feel like, especially for myself, I mean, when I'm saying this, I'm speaking to myself too. It's the easiest thing to do, but it's the easiest thing to not do. And it's so easy to just put it off. But doing personal development is going to change you from the inside, and changing on the outside is great. Like, that's awesome. Trust me, I know that it's amazing. But if you're just changing on the outside and you're not changing on the inside, you're just going to be a shell of a person. You're not going to get this full transformation. And in what we do, personal development and sharing that on social media, and especially in our challenge groups, that's what adding value is. And for a long time, everybody kept telling me, make sure you're adding value to people's lives. And I didn't truly understand like what that meant. Like I'm adding value by signing them up for a challenge group, but adding value goes so much deeper than that. It really truly has to do with personal development and personal growth from the inside. Jamie Fitzpatrick spoke, and I love him. If you don't follow him, make sure you follow him. He is amazing. The way his Facebook, his Instagram is set up, it's awesome. And he spoke, and he really focuses on PD, especially in challenge groups. And I really like that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, why do I not do this? Why do I not emphasize personal development in our challenge groups? And the reason why I felt like this was such a huge like aha moment for me is because why would we not teach our challengers, who will eventually be coaches? If they love the business and they love Shakeology and they love the environment, they will eventually be coaches with you. Why would we not teach them the 4 vital behaviors before they are even a coach? Because personal development, that's huge. Inviting, that's huge. Like, have your challengers invite their family to challenge groups. Like that, teaching our challengers to do this before there are even coaches is going to make that transition so much easier. And Jamie Fitzpatrick talked about how he has had in one of his challenge group, 18 of his challengers become diamond coaches on his team. Like, that is huge. And that is because he focuses on making sure they are doing personal development. And he calls it working out on the inside. And I love that. Like, he will tell his challengers, okay, it's time to work out on the inside. Read 2 pages out of this book. And that's something I'm going to implement. And I already implemented that with my challengers this morning. And I asked them if they would be willing to start doing personal development meditation every day, because I feel like that will change them from the inside. And the thing about it is not everybody's going to pick up a book and read it. If we don't do it, a lot of our challengers aren't going to do it. But we need to be we need to be the best challengers in our challenge group. So if we make a post that says, read 4 pages out of your personal development book today and post your greatest takeaway. If you're posting that takeaway and your challengers aren't reading the book, at least they see that. At least they see your takeaway from it. And that's why we need to be the best challengers in our challenge group, because these are the people, the best coaches are the people who fall in love with Beachbody. And Beachbody is not just the products, it's the community. It's growing from the inside, growing on the outside. And so it is so huge to install that into our challengers. And I feel like our challenge groups, it's just where it happens. And this is something I heard from every single speaker at Summit, was that challenge groups, you need to pour your heart and soul into it. And so that's my biggest takeaway. And that's something I'm definitely going to make sure I start implementing, is just always pouring my heart out into our challengers, because that at the end of the day, those will eventually be your coaches. So that was my biggest takeaway.
That was great. That was wonderful. You guys, 2 books I recommend right now. Hold on. This one's in my purse, so you can see I'm really doing it. Okay. So this is one that rocked my world last month. Rocked it to the core. Listen to it on Audible if you don't have time, because the author actually reads it on Audible. Okay. And this is the one I'm reading now. This is our friend Brendan. Okay. Motivation Manifesto. This is like happiness equation on steroids right here. And this is really good. Brendan reads this on Audible too. Okay. This is one that it's kind of heavy for me. So listening to it is, oh my gosh, it's blowing my mind. This has great one-liners for social media posts, for challenge group posts, for graphics that you're making. It's just fantastic. That's what I read last month and what I'm reading this month. Just so that you know. Carl Deichler read this last month too, so why would we not read it, right? Okay. All right, you guys, fantastic call. You guys, thanks to Alicia. I know you're already off. Stephanie, thank you. Ashley, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who are here on a Tuesday afternoon on a hot summer day. So again, your call to action is join a Team Cup team and set your goals high and share them out loud with people, your social media, your family, your team, your coach, with me, whatever, on our team page. I would love that. Okay, you guys. So I know on our schedule it says that we're having a How to Hit Success Club, but I got home and I was like, dude, we got some other things to focus on right now. We're still going to do that training, but just stay tuned for that. There is a sneak peek next week if you look at our calendar on the Fit Fighter page. So we'll get to all that. We'll get it all done. But right now we're where we need to be right now. And you got to set your goals and put some things into action and make sure you're going to help 3 people this month. Okay. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for making it happen. And